On August 18th, the first vessel to use Ukraine's unilaterally announced humanitarian corridor arrived safely in Turkey's Bosphorus Strait. This was exactly 1 month after the landmark grain deal failed. On July 17th, the Black Sea Grain Initiative collapsed when Moscow announced it suspended its participation in the agreement. The deal had been brokered by Turkey and the United Nations between Russia and Ukraine last year and had allowed the safe exports of grain from Ukrainian Black Sea ports. Russia had insisted that its interests had not been taken into account during the implementation of the grain initiative. Some analysts stress that allowing Ukraine's unilateral corridor to succeed is not favorable for Moscow.
The problem for Russia is that it's had the backing of so many Western countries, so including the US and the EU and all of those other Western blocs. So that if it accepts it, certainly if it accepts it explicitly, it's like it's bowing to something that's been formulated in the West, whereas the grain deal was formulated really by the UN with help from Turkey.
Political analysts point out safety risks that are causing concerns for insurance companies.
We know that there are mines around the ports of the Black Sea, and that some of those mines have broken loose. It'll only take one of those or another raid like we had on August the 13th for the insurers simply to say we won't insure the ship. And when they say that, then the corridor is dead, if they say that.
Political analyst Jenkins is referring to a raid carried out by Moscow on a Ukraine-bound vessel just off Turkey's coast. Russia claimed the raid was for inspection purposes and no injuries were reported. Meanwhile, for the dozens of merchant ships stuck in Ukrainian ports since February of 2022, the economic impact is significant.
The impact of these situations on companies encompasses the entire value of the vessel if it is unable to return to navigation, along with the losses endured during the period of non-operation. If the vessel does resume navigation, this encompasses the cost of maintenance necessary for its re-entry into service and the losses experienced during the non-operational period.
Nevertheless, Ukraine and Turkey's foreign ministers also agreed that export solutions other than the Black Sea grain deal are less optimal, as they announced during a joint news conference in Kyiv on Friday. Though no date has been announced, the Kremlin confirmed that an upcoming meeting between Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan and his Russian counterpart Vladimir Putin is anticipated. The grain deal will likely be a topic of discussion alongside other matters if the meeting occurs. Michal Bardavid, CGTN, Istanbul.